the most important aspect what I was talking about is that if you're a PvP player or if you're quite interested in PvP and you just wanna level your honor talents, I guess for the moment. I don't know if it's of any necessary for of any necessity. Um, for the other talents. I guess at start you could just do World Quest to level, but I don't know if it's really advisable or not. But as you can see, you can do so, and this is just an example of yeah, this is just an example why I'm really hyped for World Quest, because World Quest mean for many players that you can do content besides raiding and besides yeah, just standing in your garrison right now. Yeah, you're just forced to visit the world once again, and at start or when Blizzard announced such an idea, I was a bit skeptical, to be honest, because in Worlds of Draenor there was the possibility to visit the world as well, and of course you were just doing your daily quests, and so you were concentrating, or you focused on coming back to Draenor, but this time I'm quite sure that Blizzard has implemented a very, very big feature besides 5-man or 10-man or 25-man raiding content or PvP content. So even casual players that are, I don't know, just were just willing to experience the world by themselves, they've got no the possibility to just do the context or the content they are interested in. So as a casual player, you can focus, for example, on professions, and there's a lot to do for professions or to level professions. Leveling professions should be around the leveling content, but okay, you can start leveling professions at 110, but you should, or you're forced to visit a dungeon, and that's what I'm talking about. You're forced to do something. You can't just stay in your garrison and log into World of Warcraft and just get a lot of gold and, I don't know, just idle. So you're just forced to do something, and it's up to you what content you're looking for. And as a PvP player, as you can see, there's a lot of content coming with World Quest, for example. And of course, you've got your battlegrounds, you've got your arena. I've, I guess, but I'm not sure, but I guess even Ashran of Worlds of Draenor will be playable at 110. So this means that there is even more possibility to, yeah, to really experience PvP at max level in Legion. And this really makes it quite interesting for a bunch of people, and it's just up to you what content you're looking for. And I'm really confident that World Quest, for example, will be a key feature at start, so at release. But the problem with World Quest will be that one time there will be this attitude, this very negative attitude of a lot of players, because they're just thinking about, okay, I'm doing this daily dungeon and this dungeon and this content over and over again, and it's nothing comparable or it's very comparable to daily quests. I'm just fed up with something, with some content like that, and that could be the main problem with Legion, that world quests are just, they are not fun anymore. But this will only be really a problem or an issue or a threat, how you want to call it, very, very later on. So at start, and I'm quite sure that a lot of players that are really skeptic about Legion, they are really hyped when they reach level 10 and they can do such world quests, for example, those PvP world quests, and they can easily do them, for example, while queuing for a battleground or queuing for an arena or I don't know. And this mix, and in terms of PvE, it's the same, because when you're queuing for a dungeon, you can do your world quests and you can get a lot of artifact power by just completing your world quest, and you can get a lot of gear. For example, I guess my entire gear is just has just been acquired by doing world quests. And yeah, I've just done 2 dungeons in the beta, and yeah, the first dungeon was a normal one, and the second dungeon, Violet Hold, was heroic. And as you can see, my item level is quite yeah, is not something special or very strong. But the main problem with World of Warcraft for a lot of casual players is that there has been content at start but not later on. And I guess in Legion this could be the case that a lot of players, and it's up to you what content you're looking for, that a lot of players will be quite satisfied when it comes to world quests or PvP or PvE or professions. An example, professions, especially professions, they are so interesting, you can't really imagine. They're so fucking interesting because even while leveling, and I'm just gonna kicked from the server, I guess beta service could be right now a bit instable. Not insta not instable, a bit I don't know. There seem to be a bit broken right now. But yeah, I guess that's all I can advise you in terms of PvP. As you can see, you can do your world quest, you can do battlegrounds and stuff like that, and you've got the possibility to level all those new honor talents. And as you can see, the last talent, for example, will be unlocked at level 46. And when you're following the stream, or when you're just watching this VOD later on YouTube, you know that it's been quite an effort. So about about 1 battleground and 2 world quests, I guess 2 world quests, or nearly 2 world quests, to get to level 4. So yes, it will be quite easy to get at the beginning, but it will increase. The difficulty will increase, and the effort you've got to invest will increase also. And yes, so this could be, and you can't be really sure because it's still beta, and you just don't know how it's all gonna work, how it's all yeah, how it's all gonna work at the end. But it could be the possibility to really experience very interesting content for a quite, perhaps even for a very long time. And when you consider that when you're thinking about your artifact weapon and the grind to get to your artifact power, this also is of very high relevance. So there will be a grind in terms of those new honor talents, and there will be a grind in terms of your artifact weapons. And when you're doing world quests and stuff like that, it's just, it could be the possibility or a chance to really get impressed by Legion for a few weeks, for a few months perhaps. And that's one of the best aspects you can do in a, you can experience or you can expect in an MMORPG right now. Because there are a lot of MMORPGs that are quite interesting and quite heavy when it comes to PvP, for example. But such a grind and such difficulty, which will be increasing over the time, and which won't be that easy to even achieve. For example, when you're thinking about this prestige level at the end, um, and all these those prestige weapons and stuff like that. So yeah, this appearance which could be implemented when you're a really good PvP player, and that's what's gonna gonna be the main, perhaps the main attitude, the main goal for a lot of players to get to this prestige level. I don't know, but perhaps this will be the main aspect for a lot of players who are really thinking about really pushing in PvP in Legion, and who are just thinking about, so at the end, at the moment in What's Renner, who are a bit pissed off, and yeah, it's just nothing new, and it's just the same, and we've done that all the time, and it's just crap, and perhaps Legion will change a lot. But I'm not a PvP player, and I've just done yeah, those world quests and this battleground for you to just present you that it could be, and I'm not sure, but it could be a very new level of PvP in Legion. And I guess that's one of the main aspects for a lot of players who've been waiting for such a change or for such an improvement for a very long time. So yeah. So guys, I guess that's it for the moment. I've done quite a lot for you, even as a player that really don't care about PvP at all. But I guess this should be enough to get an insight into what could be interesting in terms of PvP in Legion. So my next video, I guess it should be a video, but I'm not